Top the standings in first place. They are back-to-back PacWest Team of the Week, and they got to try to continue the momentum here with the Biola team, who have struggled as of late.
By an average of 4.2 points. I mean, Jared, this is a terrific Biola team. It just hasn't gone their way down the stretch. But I do think that they're still a dangerous team. Remember, this is the team that put the recipe out for how to quarterly Vanguard back to January. They ran that to a team that Biola really, who should have got credit for the win. They dominated Vanguard just again. Tonight, Vanguard's got it very good. They have to win the turnover battle for sure. They also need to play without this game. That's a great equalizer in games like this. And also, what is it? It's senior night. The senior game is really seen in the last 4 seasons. So Vanguard needs to make sure they have another class because they're ace in the hole if the senior day curse is going to be in the cards.
It's Grider with 8 in the shot clock. Ball into Naibo. Left open, and can't quite make him pay.
Another lucky possession for Vanguard defensively. They got to communicate at a higher level.
For Boozer. And Hudson on the release point, and it's down.
Textbook offense right there for Vanguard. You flip the first one, then you go chase game. I was just about to say, one way that Vanguard can kind of break through this is if they go to more chase actions, because then you can't predetermine where your trap is coming from.
Well, Hudson was 0 for 4 from downtown in that loss against Point Loma. She opens her account, causes some trouble, and leads the way for Boozer, who gets one to go in transition.
Hudson's got to get back, though.
Kubo at the baseline, Euro step through, high off glass, wrapped around the arc. Deep 3 for Moyers. That's her range. It shows her range.
9th best three-point shooter in the conference at 34.3%. Hey, you said it, Jared. That's range and a half.
On the release, handing the offensive rebound. She's away from Kubo, has a try. And has a three-pointer to her name. Michaela Hanning opens her account.
Well, I see your 9th best three-point shooter in the conference. I raise you the 3rd best in Michaela Hanning. She's cooled down to a 39.8% clip. Gives you an idea of what type of tear she was on early.
Boozer, double, triple, kick out. And it is a game of hot potato, which is finished off by Kaylee Bion in the end.
Well, good things happen when the ball moves, even if it's not on purpose. Kaylee Bion found herself open in the middle. O'Neal said, "Do you not like buckets?"
To Dykstra. Hands it off to Grider, who steps.
Vanguard's closeouts are really bad right now. It's causing Biola, or it's allowing really Biola's wheel to start get going, where all of a sudden one bad closeout puts you in rotation, and then you're just in rotation for the rest of the possession until you finally give up.
Down to a 2-point game at halftime as Cruz lets fly and cashes in.
Kind of get it.
Another on the way. Bonton. Grider thinks about it, goes to the open lane, and it's wide open going downhill.
Another terrible closeout for Vanguard. I mean, I understand it's senior night, but I mean, this is really, they are resorting back to very old habits that I thought they had gotten rid of a long time ago.
Kubo, the swat from Scott, but it is planted over the sophomore.
And what was it triggered by? Another bad closeout by Vanguard.
Scherzer with the send-off into the corner, and Madsen will hit.
We just got through talking about Madsen, who needs to get her 3-ball going. She kind of has, Jared. I mean, sneakily. I know she's still at just a 27% from downtown, but since January 29th, she's been shooting 37% from deep, which is par for her career average.
That second half.
Jared, I don't know what happened with Vanguard, but really, I mean, Coach Davis and company, they just need to say, we need to guard our yard on closeout. I mean, you got to score 23 to 15 in that quarter. And like you talked about, still 11 turnovers. Biola could be up by a lot more right now. And you're just hoping that Vanguard figures it out defensively, that they can just lock back in. Offensively, there's going to be a few keys that we'll talk about come the second half. But, man, Biola is threatening to take away that advantage that Vanguard just got from 2 nights ago by beating Point Loma.
Well, we will be back in 14 and a half minutes, but we will leave you with Vanguard's dance team for the halftime show. The game of the season, but it is crunch time now if you want a final spot in the PacWest tournament.
Biola came out tonight as if they were playing must-win basketball, and Vanguard was playing as if that game on Thursday was their conference championship. But they don't realize you have 4 games left. If you go 0-4, you could drop down to the 5 seed over these last 4 games. Vanguard had to be more productive with those first 20 minutes. They weren't, and now you've made your bed. How are you going to lay in it as you see Michaela Hanning coming out aggressive here?
Hanning with 9 of the shot clock. Scoff, good contest.
Options are on the perimeter every time they go to these sidearm balls. It's because the hedge is pushing them so far out that they're taking a country mile to get around the show. More middle third actions would probably be beneficial for the Vanguard offense.
In this half, another on the way for Kubo. Belt to bottom, they're down by 14 on the home floor.
Probably the best defensive possession for Vanguard so far tonight. I mean, when Vanguard hasn't forced a turnover, Biola's been getting whatever they want. They're shooting, I mean, 50-50, 100 splits is incredible for a quarter, let alone the course of a game.
And that pass had turnover written all over it.
They have to see the up and across skips to the corner because every single time the roller has had a seal down low, they've been pulling from that corner. Vanguard has to be able to see that.
Nybo buckles into the freshman and Boozer, count it, and the foul.
What was it again, Jared? A bad closeout. And this time, every time you're in scramble mode like that where you're on the hip and you're trying to play recovery mode, you get in the air. I mean, that's a tough place to be as we've got immediate timeout. Biola is running away with a 10-0 run to start this third quarter.
17-point lead.
I mean, you see a turnover right there. Vanguard finally goes to the middle third, but Michaela Hanning made the wrong decision right there. You can't over-penetrate a gap like that and then try to do the positive side kickback.
Double, Scoff, straight away, book it.
Definitely needed that one as Coach Simonson needs to burn one here, and I don't blame him because they're playing with fire. You know Vanguard can get hot in a hurry. It's back to single digits, Jared Rome. Biola's not doing their same coverage as earlier on these ball screens.
They bring on another ball handler here in Dykstra.
Yeah. But even still, I mean, this is tough to see as Keys diving for the loose.
Bion drives baseline, tough look, and finishes.
It's Kubi doing it again with another deflection. I might need to burn another one if I'm Coach Simonson and drop a new press break because right now, Biola is on their heels. If I'm Kubi, I'm going to change my shaded angle a little bit to take away the middle of the floor because she can't run the baseline. See that right there? I would have changed my angle to take away that pass.
Knotted off the iron.
I might burn a timeout here just to make sure you get a quality look.
Scoff in transition, catch and shoot. Was that the look they were going for? Not the worst of looks for, especially a player like Emma Scoff.
Yeah, but she is 2 for 8 from downtown tonight. So, I mean, you're exactly right. It is an open look, but, I mean, you want to get back to the rim so you can make this at least a one-possession game because they've been hanging around this 5 spot for way too long.
Nail, Nybo. And the baseline, Jay is short.
Great box out all around by Vanguard. Everyone in gray was hitting a man in black.
Vanguard needs something to go down here. A 3-minute scoring drought. It's Bion through the hands of Kubi, and they turn it over.
I mean, a play like that, that's 2 possessions that Bion has had down the stretch. I mean, part of this is on Coach Vagelka as well. I mean, she has to burn a timeout because, like you said, you're on this 3+ minute scoring drought. Draw something up, get you a good look down the stretch because, I mean, yeah, you're getting stops, but you need to score as well.
In the final 2 minutes.
3.5 minute scoring drought. I mean, you got 3 in here. You can't take them home with you. I mean, you can't take them up to NorCal. You're under 2 to go. You caught a break when Biola missed those 2 free throws. I got to assume they're not going to do that again. Now she makes this. It's back to a 3-possession game when you had so many opportunities over the last 3.5 minutes to make this a 1-possession game.
When will Vanguard burn one is the question. And can they get a good look here on the biggest possession of the night so far? It's Hanning to the cup, skates one in.
And that's what you should have been going to a lot earlier, is going to your horn sense because now you have both the bigs out. They don't know where the tag is supposed to be coming from. I mean, we see this on the men's side, right? Vanguard, obviously, they have a lot of different ball screen coverages in the men's game. But whenever you have these side-on balls, you have no clue where your tag is supposed to come from. Or excuse me, you do know where your tag is supposed to come from compared to middle third actions. The horn should have been employed a couple possessions ago. You see good things happen when Michaela Hanna can get downhill with a free runway.
Ball with basketball. Ball with Bion, excuse me. 4-point game. They need a good shot to go here. Bion in trouble, but a whistle bails her out.
You said it, Jared. Bailed out because Keila Kubi I don't know what was going on. She screened Hudson instead of screening Hudson's man. It's a textbook play that Vanguard runs on the roll rise, and for some reason, even the easy plays that Vanguard has, they're not executing. I would get Michaela Hanning out of the game right now, but Coach Vaxman will leave her in. That's where your assistant coach has got to come in. She has 4 fouls. Why risk it? You have 2 timeouts left. You can manage the game from here. Make sure that she doesn't pick up her 5th foul. I mean, you have to take Michaela Hanning out of this game, especially when you have 2 timeouts in your pocket. This is going to be a tough situation. I still don't understand why Michaela Hanning is on the floor with 4 fouls.
Surely they want this ball to go to Moyers or Grider. It is to Grider, and it's Hanning. And she is, oh my goodness, it's a travel. Oh my goodness. J.J. Johnson, I mean, you and I can see it quite clearly. That ball is going to go to Moyers or Grider. It goes to Grider. Hanning is in a position where you think she has to foul her.
Yes.
And somehow Lainey Grider turns it over.
I don't understand that at all, because you know who's it going to.
Yes.
And why is Hanning matched up on her of all people when you know that you're in a foul situation? Am I missing something in that, Jared?
Vanguard are running on adrenaline here, and that is both a good thing, but perhaps a bad thing.
When it comes to making those decisions in crunch time. Like
6.9 of the clock. Ball with Bayan against Grider. Down to 3, 2, Bayan, tough look, and it's down at the buzzer. Bayan, 10 fourth quarter points, and she beats the buzzer to push overtime in Costa Mesa.
Question now for Biola is, how do you recover? I mean, this game was firmly in your grasp, and then you get outscored 20-6 in the last quarter. How do you recover as Bayan? She's in the zone, Jared. Again, I'm not a fan of doing this late in. I mean, you're really betting on one decision.
Hanning is waiting in the pocket. Bayan massages the mesh and takes a wild shot, which is somehow going to stay with the Lions. Only got 3 seconds on this shot clock.
Good activity by Akili Kuba to induce that deflection that stays with Vanguard, but again, why wait this long? I understand that you're tired, but you have had Biola dead to rights with everything that you've done on offense.
Now out of punching distance if they do not win here tonight after Concordia's results against Point Loma. Out of the timeout, they draw the look to the corner, and it's Cash.
What a terrific set coming out of the timeout. Bayan fought through the screen, but it lulled Scott to sleep just long enough where the pick and pop was there, or excuse me, the curl pop read was there. Goodness me, what a terrific job by Biola, who, as you just mentioned, they are officially their season is officially on the line right now. Wow. So remember the Ariana Hudson three ball in the corner? Michaela Hanning, she was getting strung out a long way. Somehow it worked out for them. So now all of a sudden in your mind you should be thinking, oh, even when Biola is going to their defensive ball screen coverage that they had success with in the first half, now we're in our rhythm. So why would Vanguard dare go away from being within the flow of their offense? Because that's how they got into the game. You're bored with success is really what I equate that to.
Starts her move with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Phases past Grider, the switch on Goldsmith, a tough layup is down.
No timeouts, they gotta play for a stop right here. Don't gamble right here. Gotta get back.
Oh, she's on the line for Biola, they nearly turn it away. It's Kubo. Nubo for 3, off glass, won't go! And Biola's season shatters. The three-point effort off glass is not to be. And the Lions withstand the surge of senioritis to win in overtime on senior night.
What on earth just happened? Bayan, great scoop. You got to play for one stop, no timeouts. It's just you versus them, your 5 versus their 5. And all of a sudden they come down. Thought the season was over on the first pass where Kubi had the steal. The game was in her hands. Come back down, and the ball hits every part of the rim and just breaks everyone in La Mirada's heart to send Biola to Cancun. Unbelievable finish to that contest.